There we go. Cool. We are live. Copy this link over. Alrighty, perfect. Okay. So let's get this figured out here. We live? We are live. Cool. Here we go. You're live. This link over. Audio bad. I'm gonna switch my microphone. See if that helps us. Maybe that'll help. All right. Let's see. So I'm gonna tweet this stream out here and we'll get rolling. Of course, everything I need is on this phone. All right, perfect. That's perfect. Get rolling here in a minute. Boom, boom. See if I can get a copy of this. All righty, get this rolling. Boom. Put that up. All righty. All right, y'all. Let's get rolling here. Test, test, test. Let's go. Let's get rolling. What are we waiting for? What are we waiting for? Let's get rolling. Oops. I need to get a fucking Oh. Alrighty. Let's get rolling. What are we waiting for here? Nothing. Okay. Let's go. Lost my cord twice. Perfect. Come on, dude. Oh my. Okay. We're not gonna have a cord, I guess. Let's go. Let's roll evening stroll through Arches National Park. Let's go. Alrighty. Something is not right with this car. What is the deal? Why do we look like this? Interesting. Well, I really need to start this car again, but I'm not going to be able to. All right, back on one device anyways. Our Starlink is trying its best. We'll stroll through Arches here. Why not? Evening stroll. What a nice night here at the park. Sun's going down. Just a perfect night for a drive through the national park. So this is the Delicate Arch Trailhead right here. You can see those green rocks just beyond that trailhead. Very awesome. So those green rocks that are just beyond this trailhead right here on my right side, you can see it right there. Those green rocks right there, I just pointed out for you. So those green rocks are from the Jurassic period. And it's from all the nutrients from that plant matter just being ground up in there. Very cool to see that. Alrighty, y'all. Rolling through Arches National Park here, just north of Moab. Was in the very back of the park at the Delicate Arch, now heading towards the visitor center. And just a wonderful night out here in Utah. I spent the day at the Bronco Off-Rodeo, off-roading all day. And now came over to the national park here. Very cool to see here. I got a few different spots I think are my favorite at this park, but my number one at this park, I would say, is probably Park Avenue. You go to Park Avenue in this park, you get to see those giant monoliths of the sandstone. Very cool to see. We are not going to Devil's Garden for an extended evening hike or camping. Free to keep rolling. Are they going to lose service out here? Sorry about that. Not sure what the deal is. So this national park has more stone arches and stone columns, I believe, than any other national park. Definitely stone archways. After off-roading all day and not used to being on the road like this. Just rolling through Arches right now. Getting some good elevation. About a quarter of the way back. And you're going to see this evening sky kind of taking over here at Arches National Park. But beautiful views out here, just awesome. Great national park. I went out to the Delicate Arch. That was great. But my favorite part of this park, I would say, is definitely Park Avenue. You get those giant monoliths. It's where they recorded, or actually filmed, sorry. This is where they filmed parts of Indiana Jones back in the 1980s. And just a lot going on at this park. Awesome formations up in front of me here. And then boom, we're going to come right up and right to these rocks. But very cool to see all these sandstone monoliths. They do unfortunately fall over time. But a lot of these will last for millions of years, so we won't miss it. Appreciate y'all following along with me. Rolling to the national park. This is part 2 of my 10 national park tour. Yesterday I was in Rocky Mountain National Park in Colorado. This morning and all the way up to about 6 p.m. I was at the Bronco Off-Rodeo just outside of Moab. Rolled into Moab and cleaned off my windshield so I could stream. And then rolled over to Arches. See the sights of the park. Sun's down, moon's up. And we are heading to Moab. Saw a few candy stores downtown Moab, so that's just trouble for me. Look at Balanced Rock right there on the left. Wow, what a beauty. See that right there on the left? That's Balanced Rock right there. Awesome view of it. Amazing. That Balanced Rock right there. I'll swing back through here so we can see it again. But unbelievable. Those are two different types of sandstone, and that's why that rock is balancing like that. Let me turn back through here and show you. A balanced rock right straight there. Oop, that one. And that balanced rock is actually two different kinds of sandstone. And so you can tell that there have been different environments here over time of the rock and all the red rocks out here. It indicates that the lower layer has that muddy sandstone, and that upper layer, that balanced rock in front of us, has your like old generic, like your mountain type sandstone you see, right? And so that is just stuck right to that bottom piece. If anything, the bottom piece is going to eventually give away, and then balanced rock is going to come tumbling down. There used to be a little version of it here, and it fell over in the 70s after a heavy winter storm. So envision that being a possibility for this one in the future, unfortunately. Just the way it goes. That's not and fast out here. Starlink struggling a minute. We're back. We're back. We're live. All right, so we just left Balanced Rock. We're heading down towards the entrance. The moon is well out now, and the sun is gone. But beautiful night out here in Utah. You know, in Rocky Mountain National Park. I saw a moose heading towards when I was towards the exit, but I was up in the Continental Divide, and it was so cold up there. I didn't even think about it just going up. But it was like 37. I got out of my car in shorts and a shirt and filmed some stuff, but this is a drastic difference. It's still 83 degrees here, so I'm enjoying myself. And just rolling back to the park. Looks like we got a traffic jam in front of us, so I'm going to slow it down, ease it on back. That way we don't just see brake lights the whole time. I have no interest in that. But the moon's out for us. Look at that. Check that out. What a beauty. All right. Get you all leveled out here again. Boom. I mean, just an amazing national park. There was so much sand getting blown around earlier today. I could feel it right now. I got sand by my ears. So prepare for that. You'll get a lot of wind out here. You'll get a lot of sand out here blowing around. And you'll definitely get it in your face, nose, eyes, ears, mouth, everywhere. So it's a nice stroll through this park. It's not longest drive, really. I mean, it's like 15 miles to the back of the park from the front entrance. And you're talking, it took me like 22 minutes. I kept stopping, though. I wish my backup battery pack would not be forsaking me here. Otherwise, I'd throw my Starlink in my back, take you on out to Park Avenue here. But unfortunately, the stream's got to stay in the car because, as you may know, most of these national parks have pretty much no cell service in most of the spots and absolutely no internet service. But the Starlink's been good. It's been giving me 100, 200, just depends on where I'm at, 30. If I just set it in the back seat, it gives me about 30, which isn't too bad. But if I put it in the windshield like I have it now, or the C-pillar back there has a little underhang, you can put something in. Now we're just getting beat to death with headlights. So, all right, there we go. Look at that view. Wow. You can see these sandstone monoliths. Just amazing. But that's Arches National Park. Essentially stone, but they were just the desert sand dunes from back in the day. My Starlink's struggling. My Starlink is struggling. Not sure why. I had no problems in Rocky Mountain. I got a pretty clear view here. Maybe the way we're heading. But I got no connection on my other one. What's up with that? Appreciate y'all joining. Arches National Park. You can see the sandstone monoliths as we drive through. We're about 30% of the way back through the park, heading back towards the entrance. I was out at Delicate Arch. You can see the moon right there. That's a nice shot of the moon. Look at that. Awesome. It is a little hazy out here, so you left there's haze and those clouds out there. I saw those all day today. Tons of smoke coming from those when I was at the Bronco Off Rodeo. And yeah, just came out here to enjoy the park afterward. Awesome sights out here. Just rolling through. So apologies if we get disconnected or my internet slows down. There is no internet service in most national parks. As soon as I shut my car off, I go to SOS mode on everything. Unfortunately, my backup battery pack that has like an outlet plug-in on it, which is what I need for my Starlink, it's just not, the plugins aren't strong enough to power the Starlink is the problem. So I need to get a bigger generator for the next road trip if I want to try to stream like this out away from my car, which I do. There's been a couple spots yesterday and the day before. Appreciate it. Yeah, I'm lagging really bad, man. My Starlink's doing it, no service of any kind out here, so I can tell it's been going in and out. But I appreciate you watching it. I was hopeful it'd get better as we got more south here. Connection. So I apologize for that. The baby arch and potentially the fallen arch. So right in front of us there is going to be Sheep Rock off on the right side. That's a solo rock. And then to the left of that is going to be the baby arch. Now you don't see the baby arch really, but at the very bottom of that base of that rock, there is a tiny arch. All right, hopefully y'all got me back. Getting a good view in here. All right, hopefully y'all got me back. Getting a good view in here though as we roll through. My Starlink is struggling. I'm not sure why, but it is. Got a wide open view, but check that out. Awesome view. These sandstone cliffs. The moon. And just rolling through the national park. Lots of people out here. This national park is open 24 hours a day. There are some hiking is where you very much got to camp there. And so I'm not down for that. That's not my jam, but I will come out here and enjoy it. Appreciate you following along. Apologies for any lag or if I lose connection here. We're going for it. So we're about halfway through, a little more than halfway through the national park now. This national park isn't as deep as you would think it is mileage wise, but it's just really expansive when you get out here. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, enjoy your trip out here. Hopefully you get to see everything you want to see out here. I had an awesome time. Delicate Arch was very cool. I did not have enough time to do the 3-mile round trip to the Delicate Arch, but there is a different trail that's an overlook that's about a mile. So I did that one. Not too bad. Good views. Very cool glacial runoff views up there where you see where the water just ran off for hundreds of thousands, millions of years. But just a lot of cool things out here. I'm excited for tomorrow. I have 2 national parks for sure, but there is a park that was made a state park here just north of Arches National Park, about 5 miles northwest of here. And it's a new state park as of 2 years ago. And it is Utah Raptor State Park, which, man, I love fucking dinosaurs. So dinosaurs are awesome. So I'm gonna for sure see anything dinosaur related. Most of the highways I'm on are a part of Dinosaur Diamond, which is the highway system that connects like all the towns and all the monuments of the dinosaurs throughout western Colorado and through Utah. And so I'm going to do a little bit mini version of the Dinosaur Diamond. Now, a couple things on the Dinosaur Diamond, I'll be straight up with you, are just like tourist trap ones, you know, like museum-y type stuff, but there's nothing there. I'm not really too interested in that. I want to go see dinosaur tracks. There's lots of dinosaur tracks here where you can see their footprints that have been forever etched in the stone. There are a lot of areas where you can just go see their fossils. And so I'm going to go to Utah Raptor State Park tomorrow. Going to hopefully see some tracks and some fossils at Utah Raptor State Park. But that'll be super exciting. I love everything about dinosaurs, so I'll be checking out anything dinosaur related that I can. Now, this is my first time out here. I love history. I love America. I love not just America though, but I love international travel too. So anytime I'm about to go somewhere or know I want to get somewhere, I do spend a good amount of time figuring out like what I want to see places, what I want to do. And the funny thing is the national parks is one of my easier ones to map out. So if you watch any of my other stuff, I also will do a lot of weird stuff I find. Obviously, other travel things, a lot of cruise content, trips to resorts or theme parks, that kind of stuff. Disney resorts and theme parks, those kind of things too. But I always do a lot of research beforehand. And I think that just comes from a couple of things. One, I definitely have OCD. Like if I am going to do something, I'm going to do it all the way. I have to. Just my brain makes me do that. But other than that, I just find it all really interesting. I really love history. You know, my worst part about my day yesterday was that I got to I think it's Glenwood Springs, if I believe off the top of my head. I'd have to go back and look, but I think it's Glenwood Springs, Colorado, about an hour after the sun went down. And during that hour, or after that sun went down, I couldn't get access to Doc Holliday's grave, and I wanted to go so bad. So I just, big history dude. I like history, international history too. I love seeing historic sites. And so one of the big things for me was last summer when I got a chance to go to Italy and Greece for 9 days. And then obviously in February when I went with Baldstool to Turkey for 10 days. Both of those trips really like opened my eyes to the history that's out in the world, especially the Basilica Cistern. And you know, to find a huge cistern like that was built by the Byzantine and Roman Empire, and it was lost to the world for hundreds of years because people forgot where it was or didn't know anything about it, and they only found it randomly because locals were fishing in holes in the ground. And it's like, why are you fishing in holes in the ground and fish? And it was because, and so just all that history going there. It looks like Tomb Raider, which I love video games. In Colorado for a couple years for school, but outside of that, a lot of Midwest living. And when you get out to Colorado and in those mountains first, yeah, man, awesome. I need to learn more about the Western U.S. For sure, because they don't teach you enough about the West, other than like the West stories, right? They don't teach you enough about that kind of stuff growing up. So as I branch myself further out west to more national parks and things like that, I definitely will be learning more, and it's awesome. Appreciate you all watching. All right, I'm down in this canyon. Apologies, but I'm actually approaching the visitor center, so getting close to the exit of the national park here, and gonna roll up. There's the visitor center right there. They closed 3 hours ago, and yeah, you see this night view up here. The cars going in and out of Arches National Park. Very cool. But yeah, I'll be back again tomorrow. I'm not sure if I'll stream from Utah Raptor. I'm not quite sure what you can see from the vehicle in Utah Raptor, but I do know for sure if anybody's interested, I will be streaming. I'll throw up a stream from Canyonlands National Park tomorrow. That is about 40 miles south of here, one of our 63. So that'll be my third national park on this trip that I'm going on. And then hopefully I have time for the fourth one tomorrow as well, which will be Capitol Reef National Park. And that is about 38 minutes, I think, southwest of um, of Canyonlands. So hopefully hit 2 national parks tomorrow, but I think the thing's going to get me in trouble is Utah Raptor State Park. I think I'm going to spend some time there. And then there is a park slash museum called Moab Giants, and that is about dinosaurs as well. And so I'm definitely going to have to probably see that. And then there are a couple different areas of dinosaur tracks around here, and I cannot, like, I have to see the dinosaur tracks. Like, there's no way around it. The only thing I'm questioning is I don't really have plans to go up to Salt Lake City, and I don't have plans to go back up north to like Dinosaur National Monument, which is like going to be like a 3-hour drive northeast, but I really want to see it bad. So I don't know. I'm tempted to do it, or maybe I'll catch it on another trip. But this is my exit for the national park. So I'm out of here, y'all. I'm going to head in. Well, this is super dark, so I'm just gonna flip the other way again, I guess. I'm gonna head into Moab and get some gas, probably get something to eat for a late dinner, and then find where I'm gonna camp for the night, camp out, and then I'll be back at it early tomorrow morning at Utah Raptor. Appreciate y'all following along my stream. Thank you so much. And rough time for the stream tomorrow. I don't know for sure yet, Brooks. If you can, man, follow me on. I will obviously start the live stream here, but if you could follow me on X or on Instagram, either one of those, I will shoot out a tweet or I'll throw up a story on Instagram too. But it's always my same name on here too. So Papa Best Nick, just the same name everywhere. And yeah, just the link to the live stream. I'm just not 100% sure. I'd love to give you a time. I think it'll be late morning, but man, I just know me and dinosaurs like Utah Raptor. I just hear that, and I'm just like, I'm gonna spend the rest of my life there. So appreciate you following along. Thanks everybody for hopping on the live stream for tonight, and as I exit out of here, the park. Thanks y'all. Have a good night. Take care. Peace.